Well, hello. I'm back. Welcome. To those of you who are returning, hello, Cynners. And to those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Cynn, and I am a fashion designer turned mystic. I'm your sister from another mister, spiritual advisor, and I'm here to empower you. Today we'll be doing a fun reading about finding out what is coming to your life next. I'm pretty sure the reading is going to be something similar, like a combination of what you're manifesting into your life in the next few weeks to few months, within the month. This is a timeless reading, but it's going to be focused on what you're manifesting within the month, what's around the corner for you, and what sort of surprise is in store for you. Like a combination of that, okay? So chances by now, when you're watching this video, there's already a title. All you have to do is pick between 3 piles, okay? So I have 3 candles for you to choose. I have 3 candles for you to choose. Candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, okay? Pick wisely. Look into them. Follow your intuition. And choose one that really speaks to you. Okay, we shall begin. So, pile number 1, shall we begin? I'm going to start off with your readings, with your cards. I have not looked at them, I just shuffled everything to save time because sitting here shuffling and then editing it can be consuming. So I want to try something different this time. I have the piles pre-gathered. I don't know what's in them, so let's discover it, shall we? So pile number 1, let's see, what's happening and manifesting for you? What are you manifesting? What's coming around? Okay, I hear for some of you guys, pile number 1, there's several different scenarios going on. Some of you guys are manifesting revenge and it's working, but it's gonna work for a price, okay? So be excited that it's working, relish in it, but karma's gonna come back around to you, okay? That's what I'm hearing for some of you guys. Maybe it's well-deserved karma for the person that you're getting revenge on, you know? Yeah, it is actually. I don't feel like you're doing anything too malicious. You just want to make sure that they get what they deserve based off what they did to you that put you in a state of injustice. You whipped up a little bit of magic. Just a little bit. You may have asked for some help from the fays. And you got your justice, so to speak. So congratulations to you. For others of you, I see a legal matter pulling through. Now, just so you know, this is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes, just for things to, as a foresight for you to reflect and think about. But ultimately, all advice should be taken from professionals, licensed professionals like lawyers, doctors, psychiatrists, therapists, okay? My spot here is to empower you through spiritual insight, okay? So it doesn't replace other aspects of your life. So I do see there's something you were uncertain about. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what you got for pile number 1. You got the Moon card, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Justice. Okay, so I do see that some of you guys were in the dark about something. You weren't sure if it was gonna work out, and it has to do with money matters. And you went to do research and you found a reputable lawyer and they're gonna help you fight for your cause, and it looks like you're gonna win your case, okay? Which is good, because maybe like you're like an underdog and like there's a bigger corporation or like a person of like a higher status power was like trying to exploit that from you. They saw like an opportunity to like take advantage of your circumstances, whatever that may be, and you're like, nah, hell no, I'm gonna do something about this. And you did, and it's gonna work out in your favor. So congratulations to you. Is there any other messages? There's one more message, yes. It has to do with career. pile number 1. You're uncertain about taking a chance on something that you really want to try, but you took the chance anyways. You took the first step and you learned a lot along the way, and you did your best to listen to your gut feeling and do what felt right, and now it's paying off. Okay, so let's go into the oracle cards. It says, should I leave or should I stay? So that coincides with what I just talked about with the last message for pile number 1. It also had to do with, I guess it could pertain to the revenge too. Maybe that person hurt you and broke your heart. They're like in and out energy, you know what I mean? Should I leave, should I stay? And for the lawyer one, it must have had to do with something of like, maybe they had a contract with you to do something, and then when you were in the middle of doing the work, they changed their mind, and then they took the idea along with them, kind of thing. Okay, so let's read the back of the card, shall we? It says, it is very empowering. It is very empowering to discover that your patterns of thought do not have to follow your current situation, and therefore your current situation on all subjects can change. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time. It is very empowering to discover that your patterns of thought do not have to follow your current situation, and therefore your current situation on all subjects can change. We do not recommend taking the physical action of leaving a relationship without deliberately coming into thought alignment with a new desire that has been born out of your current relationship. So it's like a new perspective. And then whether you stay in this relationship or move on to another, you can have exactly what you desire, because you have to be clear with what you want first before you take action. So to those of you who are unsure, you're going to become sure, and when you do become sure and you listen to that gut feeling, it's going to pay dividends for you. So that's the thing. Sounds like money coming in. And at the same time, with the person that wants revenge, pile number 1, those of you who want that revenge and you felt you were manipulated and taken advantage of, once you become clear that you don't want this person in your life anymore, and this person really is someone that you really do believe feels like they deserve their karma, that's when you'll commit and it'll pull through. But it won't work if you still think, if there's a part of you think that they don't deserve it. And you have to be coming from a place not from anger, but really from a place of truly believing that you want them to learn a lesson to benefit of their higher growth, you know, not to bring them pain and suffering. Although sometimes that does happen, and that's part of it. But the biggest lesson here is to never wish ill upon others, because that will come back to you. Energy doesn't dissipate, it just circulates. Okay, so that's your reading for pile number 1. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you want to have a personalized reading from me, you can get the reading over on my website at www.vericasyn.com, down in the description box below. That's the only way you can get a reading, by booking from me. With me, I meant. There are several different price tiers now I have available that would be accommodating and meet you at your with whatever needs you have. And yeah, I'm excited for you guys to check it out. So until then, if you really like this video and you like my vibe, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. I love you. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. Let's get to your reading, shall we? Pile number 2, you got 6 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and 10 of Swords, and Knight of Wands. So let me take a little minute here to channel. Okay. This has a lot to do with clarity. Okay, so for some of you guys who chose pile number 2, the message is that you guys have been in the dark for a long period of time, and the reason why you guys have been feeling lost is not because you don't know who you are. It's because you've been believing other people's truths over your own for a long time, because you trusted in their opinion more than you trusted in your own. Okay, and now that you're deciding to listen to yourself for the very first time, you're realizing that you have a lot more options and potential to tap into and explore into the different avenues of who you are, the different identities, the different skills, the different yeah, the different skills and abilities that you have that have been that has not been tapped because other people said that you would not be able to do it, so you believed in them, when in fact that you actually have a lot of these unawakened potentials within you. And then you're releasing other people's perspectives of the past, and you're going to start going on this adventure where you start planning out how you're reconstructing, redesigning, and recreating a whole new foundation of how you want to see yourself and where you want to go with your life moving forward. That's very exciting for you guys, pile number 2. Let's see if there's any other messages for pile number 2s, okay? Okay, so from others of you, I see that when I picked up the cards repositioned themselves in a different order. And the message I'm hearing is there's somebody out there that has so many obligations and expectations of you, of how they want you to be for them and what they expect from you, either it be in a relationship or like a colleague or like a boss. I feel like it's more like a boss, colleague, classmate, teacher kind of relationship, more like a work relationship, actually, like a relationship dynamic where it's like someone within your industry and like they want you to collaborate and do things for them. Like it's almost like you guys go into a group project or like a teamwork effort, and then somehow you find yourself doing a lot more work than they do, and somehow they're like relaying all the work to you and you have a hard time saying no. And while that's happening, you're actually finding a way to set healthier boundaries. And I even hear like you could be seeking therapy and releasing the need to people please and the fear you have of saying no and then being rejected by those around you. So you're releasing that and you're rejoicing the fact that you're going to be standing by your own side to be your own best friend, so that when you do start saying no and you know when to discern what amount of work you do, all the work you do you can take credit for from now on, because in the past you would do work for other people but you wouldn't get the credit because it's kind of under the table that you were willing to do the work for them, but they got the credit because it was initially assigned for them. Because if the boss or XYZ higher up or whoever was involved knew that you were the one that did the work, they would get fired, or instead of being fired, they would, I don't know, get penalty or marks deduced or whatever the case would be. There would be some sort of consequence that would be negatively impacting upon them. But now that you're learning to say no, you're realizing that it's allowing them the opportunity for other people to lift their own weight and take care of their own karma. And so because of that, you're going to be able to properly distribute your own responsibilities, and all the things that you work, all the earnings, all the hard efforts you put into yourself and your projects and your visions, you earn your keep is what I'm hearing, okay, for pile number 2. That's awesome. Is there any other stories I hear? Nope, I don't hear anything else. Okay, so let's read into this card, okay, that I pulled up for you. It says, I'll not ask others to become different for me. Let your vibrational relationship escrow percolate and give it your undivided attention so that you become a vibrational match to it. And then when the law of attraction brings all of it together, there are not any bugs to work out. Do not ask the person who helped you to define what you want, to become what you want, so that you can have what you want. Instead, use your willpower to focus upon what you want, and then the universe will bring what you want. Okay? So the message here is, don't be conditional of expecting someone or multiple people around your circumstances to bring you the outcome in the life that you wish to live, but instead hold tightly and strongly onto the vision of the outcome in the life you want to live. Okay, and be open to the fact that whatever that will happen for you to get that experience. That when the opportunity does come in, you're not being conditional on how it arrives. You're thinking, well, I wanted that person to do this and this and this, and that's gonna fall into place like a domino effect, and then when it comes, I know what to expect. When you leave it like that, you make bugs, you make glitches in the system for law of attraction to come to you. You make it really hard for many obstacles. You see how I'm hiccuping there? You create a lot of obstacles and like interference for the energy to flow to you. Rather, if you're unconditional and you're just unwaveringly, stubbornly holding on to the vision of what you want and you believe in it wholeheartedly and you're just open to how it comes to you unconditionally, it will flow to you much smoother and in a way that you can adjust. And I hear accolades, so, or accumulate. So whatever that may mean to you, okay? So that's your message for pile number 2. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated with you, please leave a comment and let me know how it resonated. I would love to hear about your thoughts and how it resonated with you, and leave a like, okay? If you enjoyed my vibe, be sure to subscribe. And if you want a personalized reading from me, you're more than welcome to come book a reading with me down in the description box below where my website is. That is the only place you can have a reading from me. I don't message or reach out or email you on any other platform, only on my website, okay? With that being said, I wish you the best, and I'm really excited for these news that are coming in for you, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Be sure to subscribe, okay? Bye! Okay, so we're gonna go into pile number 3 now. Okay, pile number 3. Let's see what cards you have, okay? So the cards you have are 2 of Wands, the World card, King of Wands, and Ace of Wands. That's a lot of wands. Let me channel what you guys are potentially manifesting here and what surprise is coming in for you. Some of you guys really want to explore and travel. I hear travel and explore. Some of you guys are influencers or in the public eye, and you guys may land a contract or an opportunity for an agency, I hear, or like a business partner or like a company to fund you to go and travel to certain destinations or certain like experiences. Like maybe they have a spa and they want you to go to their spa. They'll pay you for it and have you review and talk about it and like advocate for their services. And then you can have content to write on your blog and take photos on Instagram, something like that. You're like a freelancer, I hear. And it's gonna be really exciting for you because you're gonna have a lot of new experiences that you've never had before. There's gonna be envy. I hear envy and jealousy because there's like fire under this woman. Like she's by the bonfire, but it also looks like it's underneath her. And there's people lighting the fire under. So it's either you're lighting the fire underneath yourself and you're really getting started and you're really putting yourself out there and like people are getting jealous, or people are trying to put you under fire because they're jealous of you. Either way, there's people jealous of you. But it's not gonna matter because you got the World card and you're living your life like it's golden, living your life like it's golden. That's what I'm hearing now. And that fire they give you is actually feeling you. That fire is giving you energy, it's giving you life, it's pushing you into further exposure, it's pushing you to further opportunities. People are talking about you, even if they're talking about you in a negative sense, it's still spreading word of mouth about you and people are becoming aware of you. So exposure is exposure is exposure is exposure. That's what I'm hearing. So let's see if there's any other messages for pile number 3, shall we? I feel like some of you guys are gonna want to step into public speaking for pile number 3. Like, definitely is within the public eye. Like, if it's not public speaking, it could be live streaming, it could be making a podcast, something that puts you on a platform where you share your voice and your opinion, your wisdom and your knowledge. And it really helps bring people into alignment with themselves. They feel empowered. Maybe you guys are going to be doing what I'm doing right now. Like, maybe I'm pile number 3 actually. And people are becoming happier because of it, and they're realizing that a lot of their inner truths are actually not false. It's reaffirmed and it's encouraged and it's solidified by your truth. You sharing your truth, they realize their truths align with yours, and that their truths are not fake, and they're not make-believes, they're not ridiculous at all, because their whole life they've been gaslit. People have been telling them that they're over emotional, they're overthinking, or they're thinking things that don't exist, but in fact they do exist. And you being someone who speaks about this allows other people to realize that their thoughts are valid and their thoughts are real, and that their whole life was not a lie. Is that this is truth? They're just waiting for someone to really believe in them the way they wanted to believe in themselves. That's beautiful, pile number 3. Aww. I do want to hear for some of you guys, be careful of what sort of information about yourself you leak out, like personal information like your address, your phone number, where you live, your location, or like possibly where people can like trace back your information and like stalk you, because there's some people that might want to stalk you. They're like part jealous and part like obsessed with you, I'm hearing. I'm going to pull some extra cards for you guys for pile number 3 to see what we can reassess about this, okay? So the advice is make sure to stay on a high vibration. Don't pay too much mind about this person. Just be careful. Be mindful of having healthy boundaries. When you don't feel like doing something with someone, just say you can't or you won't. You can't, or you prefer to just talk online. Right. Oh shit. Eventually, when you just do your own thing and you just pay no mind and just keep adding value to the world, this person's feelings are going to dissipate, because at some point when they keep watching your content, they're going to realize the things you speak in the truths you share is going to hit, it's going to hit something in them, you know, and they're going to realize, oh, like it's an opportunity for them to heal. It's really impossible for someone to listen to what you're saying and not be affected by it. Like, it's not even just words, it's vibration. Sometimes it's just the intention, it's a vibe, it's there, it's carried through in the frequency of how you speak and how you carry your messages. So as long as your messages are coming from a place of love and light, and you have intentions to help people ascend and empower themselves, okay, this person will eventually find their own love, and they'll stop stalking you. They'll realize that there's a wound that they need to heal within themselves. So they'll either go find love within themselves and go get help, or they're going to end up realizing that their feelings were misdirected, and they're going to let go and forgive themselves and like forgive you of whatever misunderstandings or things that they blamed you for, even though you have no clue about it. It's like their own inner dialogue and their own like shtick about something. So just pay no mind and live your best life and be safe. And this person will eventually, your words of wisdom and your empowerment is going to get through to them, and it's going to help them really move on with their life and heal them as well. Okay, so let's read in the oracle card that I pulled for you guys for pile number 3. Oh, there's different numbers. Oh, this one is 51, by the way. So 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 is about working, right? Because I know 5 has changed. Let me find out. I'll insert the information here. The second pile is number 59. So what? That's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, this one is 42. Pile number 1 is 42, so that's 6. 6, 6, 5, 6. Interesting. So, pile 3. I can always enter my vibrational vortex of creation, it says. The key to getting inside your vibrational vortex of creation, of experiencing the absolute absence of resistance, of achieving complete alignment with all that you have become and all that you desire, and of bringing to your physical experience everything that you desire, is being in the state of appreciation. And there is no more important object of attention to which you must flow your appreciation than that of self. So to be appreciative and grateful, not only for everything around you, but most importantly yourself, because you allowed yourself to receive, you allowed yourself to give, you decided to make all these choices to let this experience happen within your lifetime, within your scope. So self-appreciation is very much just as crucial and as important as appreciation and gratification for others. Appreciation and gratification for oneself is just as essential, okay? okay? So that's your reading pile number 3. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited for you guys to have some new opportunities come your way and have a bigger platform and bigger exposure. I can't wait to hear your stories. If it's already happening, be sure to leave a comment down below. I would love to hear about your stories, and if it resonated, if you like this video, please give a like and a thumbs up. If you enjoy my vibe, be sure to subscribe. And if you want a personalized reading from me, you're more than welcome to come visit my website down in the description box below at www.verkasin.com and book a reading with me. That is the only way you can get a reading with me. I will not message you or contact you in any way, shape, and form. Okay, this is the one place you can find me. That's how you know it's me. Okay, with that being said, I appreciate you and I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.